What's good, ladies and gentlemen of the SFJ Nation? What is poppin' with the population? So, I'm back from Cali. I thought I'd do this video, man, because I got a few things I want to talk about. Now, first of all, I want to see if I can put this down so I can drive and talk without having to drive focus and talk at the same time. So let's get it centered right. Let's get it right, nice and centered. This is how we gonna do it. I'm driving. I'm not really centered like that, but y'all can see. Let's talk, man. Let's talk. So, if you do or do not know, M is on a roll right now. You know, I'm doing a lot of M videos right now because M is dropping a lot of content. And I've been in my, you know what I mean, a little bit conspiracy theory back. Not conspiracy theory, but you know when I make predictions or say certain things about that whole situation, I'll be doing my due diligence, you know what I mean? And I kind of wanted to talk to y'all or ask a question because I see some hypocrisy going about. Now, did Eminem take a shot at Canibus on that new song that he's about to drop with Conway, the Machine? Did he diss Canibus? In the song, he says, back when I had to smoke cannabis, this, that, and the third, and he was talking about that, using the double entendre about the rapper and the, you know, that. He was using the double entendre, but in that, is it a diss? Because there's a lot that goes on with that. This is going to be a conversation piece video. I'm going to be reading the comment section. I want to know what y'all think about this because I like to be, you know, critically think and make people critically think too. Because, okay, people, let's first of all talk to the people who said this wasn't a diss. Or say that he wasn't taking a shot because later on he bigs up Canibus and saying he was his favorite rapper, so it's hard to do. I'm not going to let that cook. We're not going to let that cook. You know why we're not going to let that cook? Because when MGK on 13th Floor said the kill shot missed me, and then goes on to basically big up the potency of kill shot throughout the rest of the track, people said that was a shot at M. I didn't really think it was that much of a shot, but let's go on that. Let's just say that. Now we being hypocritical. If you think people be like, oh, it's not a shot at Canibus, it's a shot at Canibus. Let me tell y'all something as an artist, and let me tell y'all something, not even just rappers, artists in general. When you speak about our art, it's like speaking about our children. If you are really in love with this game, if you really have the passion for creation, then you put a little bit of your soul into everything you create. So that's why people always say, oh, artists are so sensitive. Now that's why I think that's like one of the, hold on, I gotta get some cool air in here. Hot as hell, it's like 111 degrees, 102 degrees. But I had to shut the AC off so y'all could hear me clear. So, when you say anything like, I had to smoke you, that's a diss. Even if it's a fact, I'll put it this way. If I say on a song, yeah, I had to smoke Dax, I'm still taking shots at him. Because one, you can say that if you do believe you won, you can say it a little bit more politically correct, which I don't want you to. I do not want artists to do that. You could say it a little different. But when you said I smoked you, that's a diss. That's a diss. That's saying that your boots cooked. And to further on go in and say that it's not a diss because what he was saying and the rest of the thing about how Canibus was his favorite rapper, you gotta have to negate that. If you're gonna negate the fact that MGK was talking about how much kill shot, the reason he said that was to show a juxtaposition of how much kill shot actually did affect him. Hold on. Let me turn turn on this AC because I'm about to start sweating. So, yeah, there we go. So, you got to be very careful. That's why I always say when you say something, just have it be consistent across the board. When you criticize somebody for something, make sure that you are going to keep that energy when somebody you like does it. I'm a fan of M, but I'm a fan of hip hop first, more than I'm a fan of any one rapper. So nobody will ever do something that will topple the rules of hip hop to me, or the way that I see this culture to me. So that's a diss. Now let's talk about, if we gonna go on that's a diss, let's talk about why M would do this. First of all, because he's petty. He's petty. I mean, what else can we really say? Because he's petty. Because he's a rapper, and because Canibus upset him, and he got back at Canibus and was very proud of himself at the way that he got at Canibus. So he's bigging himself up by also saying, I smoked him. And if you don't peep the pettiness by saying, man, it was hard because he was one of my favorites and I had to just off him, that's super petty. You know what I mean? Especially since it's been so many years. Now, why would he bring it up? One, I got it out the way. He petty Murphy. I get it. But M isn't usually that petty, especially as of recently. Post rehab M is not as petty as pre-rehab M. He's just not. He just doesn't go, but he may say things and feel certain ways, but he doesn't do it to the same level, doesn't have the same bravado that he had before that, which is cool because he cleaned himself up. Now, the thing that throws me off is M isn't usually this petty, so for him to just say that out of nowhere on a song, on a new Eminem verse, is kind of weird to me, simply because he knows that that is going to get backlash. And the one thing I'm going to say right now is, M, please do not hit us with an MGK. Because I respected MGK talking about that on 13th Floor. I respected what MGK has been doing since then. I respected it. I respected how he's handled his biz, right? What I did not like, what annoyed me to the core, was the way that he reacted to Genius talking about it, or Genius running with the headline. That's what threw me all the way off. I said, well, wait a minute. M, please do not do that. I'm going to let you know before the verse drops, before the whole song drops, that is going to be the most talked about line in that song, unless there's something else more controversial. We know what game we in. We know what attracts people. We are smart enough to know what's going to happen when we put certain things into the universe. Now, am I saying he shouldn't have done it? Heck nah, because you know I'm always here for the pettiness. But here's what I'm going to say. There's a lot of people, new people, who don't know who Canibus is. This is going to get Canibus in, which I'm not mad at. It's not like I dislike Canibus. I'm not a big fan of Canibus. Y'all know I'm a battle rap baby. And what Canibus, if you haven't watched Canibus vs. Disaster, please go watch that after this, and you'll know exactly what I'm talking about. You'll understand exactly what I mean. I got 30 pages of rhymes in it. All right, Diz, you beat me. You won, Diz. As soon as Canibus came out and said Tom Cruise mom's shoes, so I guess it's going to be a long night for him. It's going to be a long night with Disaster. So, never really been that huge. Second round knockout is one of the most classic diss tracks in hip-hop history. And it's funny because I was just watching a documentary about that whole saga. Now, Canibus didn't do anything to deserve this shot, right? How do I think people are going to take it? M fans gonna love it. Like the hardcore stands, they gonna love it. They gonna roll whatever M says goes. Whoever M's attacking, they're attacking, which is cool. I think the average person is gonna be like, why? Now I'm always here for the battle. I think the average person is gonna be like, why did he do that? Like, what did he gain by saying that? What was the point of him saying that? Like, why give Canibus this notoriety? This is what I'm gonna say right now. If Canibus, if you're watching this somehow, or if Canibus is smart, what he will do is address this. Oh, address it. Canibus, address it anyway. You're gonna win no matter how you address it. Don't get it twisted. Don't ever get it twisted. You are going to be winning no matter how you address this a record or line. I suggest you pull your phone out. Hopefully you got a touch phone and you don't got like a BlackBerry. You know what I mean? Hopefully you got like a modern phone. Pull out your phone. Open up that Instagram app and go on a rant. Upload that to Instagram and upload that to YouTube. I would do it. Make sure it's, you know what I mean, a good rant. I would do it. I would literally do it. And then I'll probably drop a diss track. Yeah. Or at least drop a track where you subliminally, but everybody knows, where you just kind of pepper them with shots. You know what I mean? And I'm going to tell you right now, if Canibus does that and somebody calls Canibus a cloud chaser, I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose it. Right now, what M did was throw the ball at Canibus's court like, hey, you wanna play? With just that little of a mention, that's how big Eminem is. With just that little, even though some people might take it as it's not a diss, it's really up to Canibus to take it how he takes it. You know what I'm saying? It's really up to Canibus to say if he feels offended at that or not. Like I always say, it's a free country, you can say whatever you want to say. But you do not get to then also dictate how people are going to feel. So Canibus, do what you got to do, pimp. Do I think this is a smart move? I mean, M is not going to lose. M is never going to lose doing this. Do I feel M is going to lyrically lose? No, bro. No. If this was after a second round knockout, I'd be like, yeah, M, you might want to think. You know what I mean? This ain't gonna be that easy, but this is post Tom Cruise mom shoots Canibus. You put in the comment section what you think. Do you think that this is going to be a controversial moment? Let me, spoiler alert, yes. Do you think M was in the wrong for doing this? Do you think that M was in the right for? Are you just like me and just happy anytime a rapper addresses another rapper, like, oh, we gonna get a back and forth? What we doing? Because my thing is, as long as there's a reason, and the reason to be like, I'm better than you. As long as there's a reason, do that. Put in the comment section. I'm here for all of it. Who wins? Do you think Canibus will respond? S&J, I'm out. By the way, Strictly for the Fans tour, we just booked Tampa Bay, Florida. We just booked Las Vegas, Nevada. And we just booked Minneapolis, Minnesota. And what's the other one? Florida, Vegas, Minnesota. Oh my God, what was the other city? Yo, follow me on social media. Put in the comment section all the real S&J Nation people out there who really help push the push. Put in the comment section what city I'm forgetting. Matter of fact, if you a real G, I want to see who the real G is. Put all the cities on there. What? I'm going to see who really repping. We out. Love y'all. Bow.
Stop approaching me. Why you close to me? Below me is where you supposed to be. There ain't no roast to me. You loose cannon, so host to me. Your homies go hold your rosary.
Y'all didn't believe me or y'all didn't know the man himself, man.
I'm just saying though. Check nine.
Midwest in the building. Big way, huh?
We backstage a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I just had to holler at my boy Jean Jacket real quick, you know what I'm saying? Let him know feelings mutual, you know what I'm saying? All that.
Hey man, this the guy right here, man. Praise this guy right here.
Look who's talking, look who's talking. You know what I'm saying? Pull out that chopper, pull out that chopper.